would it mean to be able to talk to angels? How would that change your life? Join us now on Angel Talk Tuesday as the psychic angel channelers Julie Geigle and Susan Schuler allow angels to speak directly through them, sharing messages from beyond. As you bathe in the vibrational frequency of the angels here, you will begin to open up to a stronger and clearer communication of your own. The purpose of this show is to help you awaken, expand, and remember the magnificent being that you are and the mission you came here to fulfill.
All right. Welcome everyone. We are so excited to have you join us here on our beautiful, wonderful morning. This is Julie Geigle here with Angel Talk Tuesday, and we have a special guest this morning, Bonnie. Bonnie, can you pronounce your last name for me? I think it's Perrenoud?
It's Perrenoud, yes.
Perrenoud.
Very easy, yes.
Yeah, beautiful. And we're thrilled because, and my nose is tickling, our lovely Susan Schuler is traveling in India right now. She's posting some fabulous pictures on Facebook if you'd like to follow her journey over there in India for 3 weeks. So she'll be joining us back here on the 21st. This morning we have Bonnie. So Bonnie, I'm going to have you go ahead and turn your video off, and we'll go ahead and get started with some beautiful channeled messages this morning. And so this is Julie Geigle, international psychic medium, trance channeler for Archangel Metatron and awakened healer. And you can find me over at juliegeigle.com and on Facebook at Psychic Medium Julie. And Bonnie, I'm going to have you just mute your microphone. And we would love to invite you to join us on our next Lightworkers Mentorship, our fall and winter program coming up November 30th. And I think we have 3 or 4 spots left. The tickets have been going really fast. We're only allowing 20 students is kind of our maximum capacity there, Susan and I, and we're excited. We're excited for round 2. So you need not have joined us for level 1. You are welcome to pop in for our fall winter Lightworkers Mentorship Program coming up November 30th. So you can find out all of the information, register on my website at juliegeigle.com. And we are really excited this morning to share with you energy reports to help you navigate the ups and downs of being human here on planet Earth. So we're kind of taking a little bit of a shift, adding in some new energy here. I've been channeling Metatron on the radio, on air for 5 years, and he's ready to shake it up. And so am I. So each week we're going to focus on energy reports. Where is your energy best spent? So we're going to go ahead and get started because Metatron's ready. And I'm just going to set my timer here. We usually channel for about 10 to 12 minutes. And we're going to ring the beautiful tincture bells to clear out any lower frequencies and create a pure sacred space for our trance channeling today. And I'm just going to move my computer back a little bit. I move my arms a lot when I channel and I don't want to knock anything. And here we go. And we have the lovely crystal bed going, offering a beautiful cleansing, a beautiful healing for everyone this morning. Here we go. Welcome. I am Metatron, here in service to humanity. We have come with much love, much light, and healing for you today. So open your heart now. Allow this beautiful frequency to move into each and every cell of your being, letting go of that which no longer serves you, opening to a new divine order. Feel the expansion within your heart, within your soul. Do not be afraid. Do not be alarmed as you open to the gifts that God brings to you, the masters and teachers and angels everywhere. It will ease your journey here on earth. It will ease that awakening process. And we welcome the Pleiadians here today. Feel the beautiful love that they shine on you, on all of you. And so you would like to know where your energy is best served this week. And we have exciting news for you today. There is an increase in the energetic field around you, which is allowing you at this time to manifest at a greater rate. And so all of those dreams, all of those desires that you have within your heart are now coming to fruition. So your energy this week is best focused upon that which you desire, not that which you have that you do not like. Remember, what you think about, you bring about. This is truth. You are co-creators with the universe, with God, with all that is. We are excited to see you standing in your power and rising up, rising up, and fulfilling your divine life mission, which is really about transcending the ego, surrendering, letting go of attachments and expectations, and as you are able to function within the spiritual component of your physical body, you will continue to create peace, joy, harmony, and an endless shower of love. Ground yourself now in this energy that we bring for you today. Feel yourself steady and sure, perfect clarity and direction. Removing the power that your ego holds over you with incessant negative chatter and fear. Releasing that. Transferring that energy to your soul. Transferring that power to your spirit, if you will. And in the space of your spiritual being, you are an unstoppable force. Imagine with me here now doubt dissolving, clarity and discernment returning. It is possible for you to be grounded amongst the chaos. It is possible to create magic and beauty in your life, regardless of your financial circumstances or your physical situation. For all that you desire begins in your mind. It begins in your heart. There is nothing you need to complete and fulfill the joy that you are, the peace that you aspire to, the love that you think eludes you. You have all that you need to create a beautiful life on this planet Earth. The power of your ego is lessening as your spiritual being is strengthening. You will do much good on this planet. Allow yourself to align with the goodness that you are and believe that there is more than what is before you. Like a child, unabandoned, no restrictions or restraints, imagining the impossible and creating that in your life now. Feel the blessings that are being showered upon you as you sit with us in this beautiful space, this sacred energy. Focus your attention this week on your thoughts, being positive and harmonious. I am Metatron, and I have spoken here this day. All righty. We will be right back after a short commercial break.
Are you a light worker? Would you like to become a light worker? Hi, I'm Julie Geigle, and I've partnered with my co-host from Angel Talk Tuesday, the gifted and talented Susan Schuler, to bring you an exciting new online event.
As former public school educators, Julie and I are now spiritual teachers. We've teamed up together to offer an exciting new mentorship program to help spiritual seekers align with their gifts to serve humanity.
This is an ongoing program that runs in 4-month segments. Go to juliegeigel.com to watch a sneak preview and learn more.
All right. Welcome back. Welcome back. And we are thrilled and delighted. This is Angel Talk Tuesday, and we have our lovely special guest today, Bonnie Perrenoud. And welcome, Bonnie. Hi.
Welcome. So, wow, Julie, Metatron had a lot to say today. I felt like he was speaking directly to me. What a life force. I could just feel it flowing through my spine, especially the base of my spine. And what a beautiful message. So yes, he was speaking about grounding during part of your channeling. And it's been so important to me just over this last week. I've noticed, you need to be grounded in order to really manifest anything in your life. And so I've been practicing grounding myself, and it sounds like that's a really important factor along with our thoughts.
Yeah, that's a beautiful point, really, because if you're not grounded, if your energy's scattered, if it's all over the place, um, it's really difficult to reach that vibration that you need to bring in or manifest what it is that you want. And I know that it really, in this new energy, it really is about inspiration, being inspired to take action or to make a call or to uh, do or not do a specific activity. So when we're not grounded, when we are caught up in the chaos of the world, we contribute to the chaos. One of my favorite sayings is, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. So we actively
Absolutely.
can make a difference by being present with our own energy. I know there's so much going on right now. I mean, there's so much trauma, there's so much uh, violence in our world right now. It really gets difficult not to get caught up in sadness, not to get caught up in, oh, woe is me. And again, that keeps us stuck in a holding pattern. And I think that, one of the points Metatron made too was that it, it we have what we need to create harmony. We don't need to have billions of dollars. We don't need to have a million contacts. We don't need, there's nothing. I mean, for me, that was very, very comforting.
Absolutely. And when we're thinking our thoughts, I think that was the main message today that I picked up, was that our thoughts really control what happens in our world, and what we're focusing on, we bring into our life, and that's dictating what's happening in our, sphere. So if we're focusing on worry, we're worried about those things. We get concerned. It's natural to have that. And it's almost like a default setting. We need to get back to positive thinking and focusing on, what we actually want to have happen, instead of what actually, we're hearing around us. So, and Metatron was saying that too, that our thoughts, we need to focus on our thoughts each week and what we actually want to have happen in our life.
Yeah, I know sometimes when you're going through something difficult, it's tough not to get caught into that fear. Oh my gosh, what are we going to do? But it really is about the vibration. And when we are in alignment with our soul, our spirit, the eternal spiritual being that we are, that's when the angels can step in and help us and give us signs. I know that, and I want to kind of do a mini reading for this person. I had someone reach out to me, a friend of my sister, and their dog ran away. And it's starting to get cold in our area, and they're getting concerned because she hasn't come back yet. And she's been popping in during my meditations when I do crystal bed healings. I can just really feel her energy. And certainly the big concern is if she's still alive or something happened to her and she's passed. And yesterday morning, when she popped into my mind and that thought came, was, all right, am I communicating with you because you've passed? Or am I communicating with you because you're present? And I was, leaning toward that she's still present, very much wanting to be found and very much trying to get back home. And I asked Spirit, I asked God for a sign. And I was going through my email messages, and I had a prayer request. Somebody joined my free healing list and had a prayer request. And I had noticed that their email address was the dog's first name.
Oh.
GEM at yahoo.com. And I was like, oh my gosh, I've been doing this work for 10 years and I have never seen anybody with an email address like that. So it was like, wow, that was huge confirmation. And I reached out to her owner, Linda, and I said, don't give up. I really believe I just got this sign, and she's still out there, and she still wants to be found. So Bonnie, if you don't mind, since right now I'm feeling her energy, right now we're talking about her, are you picking up on anything, Bonnie, to confirm or deny what I've just shared? And we'll give Bonnie a moment to
I apologize. It does take me a little while here.
No, you're good.
So I think everything's okay. I'm seeing like at someone's home, like in someone's home, that someone's actually taking care of this, this beautiful little soul right now. So maybe she's found a temporary home.
Right.
Where someone just hasn't been able to connect with the original owner. So
wow, that's so beautiful. Well, and that's interesting, Bonnie, because I really encouraged her to reach a larger community. I encouraged her to make a banner to have on her Facebook page, and I said every day update and ask people to share. You should have a post with your information and her name and date she was lost, blah blah blah, and every single day. And then just share the shit out of that.
yes.
Tag me in it. I've got over 2,000 friends, and it doesn't matter that everybody's not in the same area that we are. What that does, and people, I do encourage you. This is a beautiful resource that's been created for us that we don't take advantage of, because what that does, what I was being shown, is that it's a prayer chain. It's a huge prayer chain, and it brings our light. We are collectively called together to bring in a beautiful light, helping to resolve this situation, helping the best resolution for everyone's highest good. So this is the new energy. This is what's happening. And it reminds me, I love this new show. And I just have to say this, Bonnie, there's a new show on TV called Wisdom of the Crowd. And I'm like, oh my gosh, we need this wisdom of the crowd. We've had, we would have found that dog a week ago, because it's an app that people have on their phones. And when somebody goes missing, or when there's they're looking, needing more information about a case, a police case, or wanting to get more information, there's an app that goes out, and then there's information. People can take photos and download it and say, okay, I saw this person over here, or I've got this information about blah, blah, blah. So it's just so amazing. And what I'm being shown is that, Facebook, Instagram, all these social media platforms are evolving to the greater good of humanity. And we can use this platform right now to help each other out, because we can reach a broader span of people through those social media networks than we could if it was just me and you and my circle of friends.
Absolutely. Getting the word out for the benefit of everyone.
I know. Isn't that so cool? All right. Well, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. And when we come back, we are going to be live on Facebook. All right, everybody.
Hi, I'm Catherine Glass.
And I'm Jonathan Glass.
We have 50 years of combined experience as holistic health practitioners and educators. We bring our passion to fruition through our work at the Healing Essence Center in Concord, Massachusetts.
Catherine is a gifted psychic medium and energy healer. In her practice, she specializes in spirit communication, psychic intuitive readings, and energy healing. She gives readings in person, on the phone, and on Skype.
Jonathan is a holistic practitioner and educator in the fields of acupuncture, Ayurveda, Jivatma energy healing, and also the author of his new book, The Total Life Cleanse. Please check us out at healingessencecenter.com and catherineglass.com.
For more information about the Total Life Cleanse, you can get our book right on the website. Total Life Cleanse integrates the ancient wisdom of yoga, Ayurveda, and traditional Chinese medicine with naturopathic principles and contemporary nutritional science. It presents a practical 28-day program divided into 4 cycles designed to initiate and maximize detoxification of your body, mind, and spirit from the harmful effects of modern lifestyle.
Be sure to pre-order your copy today and get a 33% discount from your favorite booksellers, Amazon.com and Barnes & Noble. And make sure to go to healingessencecenter.com and catherineglass.com.
All right, welcome back, everyone. We're just going to go live on Facebook for a few minutes here and continue our beautiful discussion on our channeling today. Okay, and we're going to be live in just a few minutes. Here we go. Welcome, everyone. We are live here on Facebook. This is Julie Geigle, International Psychic Medium, trance channeler for Archangel Metatron and Awakened Healer. And we've got a special guest today, Bonnie Perrenoud. Welcome, Bonnie.
Welcome.
All right.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we just got finished channeling Metatron and talking about some of the beautiful messages that he brought through for where is your energy best spent this week. So if you're joining us on Facebook Live right now, we would love if you would click like or love and post your first name and where you're from in the newsfeed so we can give you a special shout out. All right, so Bonnie and I are going to continue our discussion. We are also giving away a free psychic reading today. So if you'd love to join us over on our beautiful Zoom platform, you can join us at bit.do/Julie or Angel Talk Tuesday. And the people that are with us on Zoom will get the free psychic reading. So if you have a question today, make sure that you click on that link, bit.do/Angel Talk Tuesday, and you'll be given either a dial-in number, you can call in and listen to us, or a link so you can join us through the internet. All right, and right now we've got Muriel, and right now he's in Orlando, Florida. Welcome, Muriel. And we will be checking in a few minutes and doing a free psychic reading. Right now, I just want to connect with our lovely Bonnie. Bonnie, can you share with us how you began your journey as a light worker and how when you realized that you had gifts of your own?
Okay, well, that's kind of a long story. So, even as a child, I knew that I was a little different. I really picked up on a lot of other people's emotions. And I could see, different colors with emotions. And it was just, hard to explain to other people. They didn't really always understand that. And so I learned to be quiet about it until I was an adult. And, when you get to be an adult, you encounter a lot of difficulties in life. And some of these things just start to surface in you again. Your inner innate, soul telling you, I'm in here, I can help you, or, and sometimes it can cause kind of a crisis. And that's when I contacted Julie, and actually, she began to help me. So Julie, you've been a great help in my life. And just letting me start to really open up my own gifts and realize that there are loved ones on the other side that are there to help me. And we do have spirit guides that also help us, that are around us, and angels that are always willing to, help us each and every day in our lives. So for me, it's been about a 10-year journey, I believe, where I've really come to accept myself and learn to listen when, it can be just a simple little nudge when you're in the wrong lane and there's going to be a car that's pulling out in front of you, and says, you need to move into the left lane. And you listen to it. And so it just starts out small and it gets bigger and bigger. And pretty soon you're tuned into what's going on around you. And this started happening to me. And I was working with people in a mental health field. And I just started to realize, I can actually help people with this gift. It isn't a burden to me. It's actually a gift. And so being able to kind of sense what people are feeling before they even say anything, it really can be helpful in your interpersonal relationships. And, I'm still working with that, just trying to develop my gifts and learn to be where God wants me to be. And right now I am working with Julie and Susan in their Lightworkers mentorship program, which is fabulous, by the way. I've done the first section and the second one is coming up. And, just hoping to learn more and just help humanity and be a blessing.
That is so beautiful, Bonnie. I mean, it is really incredible how it all works, how it all unfolds. And excuse me, I would totally agree with you. That's kind of where it begins, is by paying attention to that still small voice inside of you. And it's like little things. And so, I mean, oftentimes, like, I'll run out the door and I don't take my purse along, and I'll hear a little voice in my head, bring your purse. And I'll be like, I've got a monster purse. I don't want to drag my purse along. And without fail, I regret not paying attention to that voice and not following through with that direction. Because, I mean, okay, so I get down the road and I realize I'm on empty, and then I have to turn around and go back and get my purse. It's like, I should have just listened. But yeah, that is really a beautiful message, Bonnie, that's how it starts. And then once you acknowledge and open to receive guidance from your angels, guidance from your spiritual counsel, guidance from God, that really begins to change everything in your life. And I really did love the message today. Your energy is best spent paying attention to your thoughts, because right now the veil is really thin, and what you're thinking about is manifesting quite quickly. And the energy this week is all about dreams fulfilled. So everybody's been working really hard on, accomplishing and achieving things in their life. This week, everything's going to come together for you. So it really starts with you staying positive and not giving up and not getting frustrated and throwing in the towel, and not being that negative Nelly, oh, this is never going to work. I don't know why I'm wasting my time. And taking a deep breath and surrendering your desire to God, to the universe, and allowing that divine inspiration to flow so that you know exactly what action to take or not to take to make that happen in your life. Yeah, this is an exciting week, and I love the energy for this week. Any thoughts on that, Bonnie?
Oh, I apologize. I was reading the news feed. That's funny. Oh, yes. So definitely our thoughts. And it seems like things are manifesting much more quickly. And just going back to what Metatron said too, things are happening in fast forward. You know, when we think about things, we'll see them manifest, you know, sometimes that day or the next day. It's just an incredible speed of action, and the opportunities that are opening up, the options, the doors that are opening. You know, you may have a selection of 3 different opportunities in front of you when you're concentrating on something. You know, you're thinking, oh, I want this. 3 different opportunities open up, and it's like, wow, I called this in, and now what do I do? So yes, I think it's just traveling at a much faster rate than what we're used to, you know, and it's something to get used to. It's kind of overwhelming sometimes, but yes, definitely keep track of your thoughts and bring in the beautiful things that you do want in your life.
Yeah, yeah. So amazing. All right, Bonnie, I think we are ready to do a free psychic reading for our lucky member here in our Zoom. And we have Muriel, who is in Orlando. Muriel. And she's vacationing in Orlando. That's so great that you're tuning into us here on your vacation. Wow, we're so honored. Muriel, do you have a question you need help with, or a comment about our discussion here today? Anything that we can bring in for you today? And we're just going to give Muriel a couple minutes. And Bonnie, I'm going to have you, I know you've got angel cards as well as I do. So we're just going to pull a quick card here for Muriel. And I'm just going to pull a card from the Archangel deck. What deck do you work with, Bonnie?
Mine is just Ask Your Angels. And really it's a card, it's a deck that has a wide variety of cards in it.
Okay. So it's called Ask Your Angels?
Ask Your Angels.
Okay, awesome. And Muriel just posted that, she has some health issues going on, and mainly in her head. And Muriel, you must have been the one that we read for a few weeks ago when Susan was here. Yes, okay. All right, so she did, I think you mentioned before that you had a stroke. And she's having some, and she said yes. So she's having some issues with her head, absolutely. All right, so I'm just going to pull a card from the healing deck for you today, Muriel, to see where you're at with this. And the deck, or the card that comes in for you, is the Truth and Integrity card. Be true to yourself. So sometimes health issues will manifest in our lives because we are not living an authentic life. Maybe we're actually living our lives for somebody else. You see that a lot, you know, when your children are getting ready to go off to college and you're wanting to help them make a good decision for their life. Well, sometimes your words are more pressuring them to wanting them to take a specific direction. And so that person can oftentimes feel like they're not really living their life. They're living the life that you want for them. And so there might be a disconnect between their own integrity and wanting to please other people. And so, yeah, I'm just using that as an example, Muriel. I'm not saying that you have children. I'm using it as an example to show you what that means when I say that it's important for you to live in your truth and integrity. So if someone else has been pressuring you to do something, or maybe you went to college and you became a bookkeeper instead of a teacher, there might be a disconnect in your life. So I'm just seeing that it's important for you to stand in your power and to be authentic with who you are, instead of trying to please other people or being worried about disappointing someone around you. So that's all that I'm saying with the Truth and Integrity card, is that it's an opportunity to just take a look at your life and to just ask yourself, all right, am I living this life for me? Or am I here doing this because I'm worried about disappointing somebody? I know that actually was a personal experience of mine. I was a school teacher, and my family loved me being a teacher. My husband loved being able to say, oh, my wife's a school teacher. And when I wanted to leave that field, I had a lot of pressure, actually, a lot of pressure from my family. They're like, no, we don't want you to be a psychic. We don't want you to be, a hypnotherapist. And I stayed in teaching, actually, a lot longer than I would have if I didn't have that pressure and that not wanting to disappoint them, not wanting to disappoint my family. But ultimately, I had to honor my own truth. I had to honor my own path and take that leap of faith. One of the hardest things I ever did in my life. And I'm so glad that's over. All right, Muriel. Awesome. Hope you got something you could take and use from that. Bonnie, any thoughts on Muriel?
Well, I had pulled a card from my deck, and I got Family, Holy Spirit card. And that's the Holy Spirit is touching your soul, bringing about a deeper sense of peace and security. The challenges of the recent past are met, and thankfully you've survived. Due to the Holy Spirit's influence, your trials have only strengthened your capacity to love. And that's leaving you with an even deeper appreciation of those that you have. And the Holy Spirit's message is peace be with you. So a really beautiful message there.
Yeah, that is lovely. Very, very nice. Thank you, Bonnie, for sharing that with Muriel. And Muriel, I hope that you received that message here. Awesome. Thank you, ladies. Okay. So beautiful. And that's kind of the message, the energy for this week is that it's peace and harmony, that we're really focusing and zooming in on creating a new reality, creating those dreams that you've been working on, and really fulfilling them and bringing in the new energy, harnessing the power of the new energy, because the power or the energy isn't stuck anymore. The energy is surrender. The energy is surrendering and moving through and opening up to receive all these beautiful blessings that are literally within our reach, within our heart, within our soul. All right. And if you're on Facebook with us right now, we would love to have you say hi in our news feed. If you have a question, we're going to do one more reading here. I believe we have time for one more before we leave here today. But this is Angel Talk Tuesday. And we are here every Tuesday at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we have our beautiful guest, Bonnie, with us today. And so it looks like we have another... and Muriel says, have a blessed day. And thank you so much, Muriel, for your support. It really means the world to us. All right, and so we've got Helen here. Hello, Julie and Bonnie. My name is Helen, and I am from Maryland. I would like to know if this man, Taylor Carnes, that I still have feelings for me, or is nothing. Okay, so that's the question. Does he have feelings, or has he moved on? I cannot call into the show, and that is why I'm sending my question electronically. All right, awesome, Helen. And so the chart is excellent for this type of question, Helen. So I'm going to take a look at the chart for you. I've actually created a chart myself here, and so we're going to get the pendulum, and we're just going to ask the chart. We're just going to do options here. And option 1 will be, yes, he still has feelings. There's hope. Option 2 will be no, it's time for you to move on. Okay, so we're just going to letting go of any attachments to the outcome here. And we're just going to ask the chart, is it option 1, there's hope, or option 2, it's time to move on? All right, well, right now the chart is saying it's option 2, that it is time for you to move on, Helen. And I am sorry, I don't have better news in this situation. But for now, right now, today, that certainly could change. It is best for you, your energy is best spent in moving on, creating a life that you love, and finding that joy within. Any thoughts, Bonnie?
Yes, immediately when you asked the question, I got a sense of detachment. So I believe that, you know, he still is, you know, somewhat involved there, but he physically and like emotionally and his thoughts have kind of detached from the situation. So not really where you want to be in a love relationship.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And oftentimes what I see in those relationships is when the other person, so like right now there's an imbalance of power. One person wants it and the other person doesn't. And oftentimes you need to balance that power, and taking a step away from each other will do that if you move forward in your life, because certainly the other person is moving forward in their life. But what happens sometimes is when you take a step away, it either that person is going to realize what they lost and want you back, or that person is going to move on. And if you've moved on with your life, if you're confident and courageous and not sitting by the phone waiting for their call, they can feel that. Even though you're not saying a word to them, there's zero connection between the two of you, they can feel where your energy is at vibrationally. And you magnetize their energy back into your field when you are confident, when you are moving on with your own life and independent. You actually repel their energy when you're sitting by the phone waiting for them to call, or when you're crying every day because you're so sad, or when you get stuck in that pit of depression. So I know it's never easy, absolutely, but your position of power is being able to rise up and create a magnificent life with or without him. And a lot of times what I'll see is when that person comes back around, you've realized you don't even want them. Right? Absolutely. All right. Well, thank you so much, Helen. She just said that's all I need to know. I just assumed that nothing was never, ever there. And this was simply my imagination and all in my head. So perfect. Absolutely perfect in every way. And we just had a few people in our chat room on Facebook I just wanted to acknowledge. Good morning, Carissa. And we've got Angel Dawn. Hello to both of you, she says. And Michelle, our lovely Michelle, who's in our Lightworkers Mentorship Program. And I just wanted to end with saying a few words about that. Bonnie is a student in our Lightworkers Mentorship Program. Yes. And we do have another level coming, or another program, all new, brand new, coming up here for our fall and winter season. And that's coming up November 30th. We only have 20 spots available, and there are, I believe right now, we have 3 left. So Bonnie, if you don't mind sharing a few words about your experience in the spring summer program that we just finished up, we'd love to hear your thoughts on how that was for you.
Absolutely. So it's been just a great experience. Fabulous. So it's a group of people, you know, and we all connect online. It's helped me personally to better connect with my guides. You know, if you're trying to do anything in the psychic world, really connecting with your guides is key. You know, they can open up many doorways to you. So that's where it's really helped me. To be able to move forward. And, you know, I'm just really excited and looking forward forward to level 2, where I can even get into this more deeply and, connect even deeper with my guides and be able to get more information, help more people. It's really great.
Beautiful. Well, thank you, Bonnie, for sharing that. And yes, this is our fall winter program. You need not have joined us for our first program. It's open to everybody, and you can find out more information about that on my website at juliegeigle.com. Well, this has been such an honor and a pleasure, Bonnie. We really appreciate your time here spent with us today. And thank you, everyone, for taking the time out of your busy day to join us here on Angel Talk Tuesday, hosted every Tuesday at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. And next week, we have our beautiful special guest, Catherine Glass. And we would love, love, love to invite you to join us back here next week to find out where your energy is best spent for the week. All right, everyone. Remember, you have a plethora of angels uplifting and inspiring you every day, enfolding you in God's love in every way. Until next time, this is Julie Geigle and Bonnie Perrenoud, wishing you a day filled with love, peace, and dreams fulfilled.
Thank you for having me. Blessings to everyone.
Mwah.